everyone knows where you guys are, right? So let's just keep our 20s, make sure we work with each other. Just like I said, we're all a team here. We're supposed to all work with each other. There's no reason we need to be yelling at each other at all. So I don't want to see no one yelling at each other. I'm not going to say this again. I already said it multiple times before in RTO. We're all here to work with each other, so I don't expect anyone to be yelling at anyone in RTO, because if you do that after this, then we're going to have a problem, all right? And let's be organized, all right? So when we pull up on scene, I see roads clearly open, but we have 7 patrol cars surrounding a building and not blocking the roads around. So let's set up a perimeter.
No.
As soon as you come to the house or whatever the suspect is, let's set up a perimeter, all right? That's the main thing we want to do. We don't want the public to be there, so we don't want to have people just pulling up to the house, parking on the grass, parking on the side, and the roads are completely open. So patrol units, you get to the scene, set up a perimeter. If TAC gets there first and there's no patrol units, let's have TAC vehicles set up a perimeter until patrol units come there, and then they can maybe move TAC cars if we're busy, right? So that's the main thing you want to do, set a perimeter. And the perimeter doesn't need to be only 1 feet away from the house. Let's set up an actual perimeter surrounding the area, making sure no one comes in, no one goes out. And patrol units, don't interfere with what TAC are doing. When there's like 6 TAC members in front, 7 TAC members, you guys monitor traffic, make sure no one's there, make sure the scene is completely controlled, because you guys are in charge of controlling the scene other than breaching and all that, right? And then other than that, like, everything's alright. You guys are doing a great job. You're communicating with each other properly. Just those few pointers I've pointed out, just if we can all work together and fix that, you know what I mean? You guys are pretty good. I've seen you guys do what you're supposed to do, calling 1011s, everything's fine with everyone. Just those few pointers that I mentioned, let's just have that in check, alright guys? And if anyone has anything to say, maybe type something in chat so I can give you time to speak. Anyone has anything to say, anything to add on?
Go ahead, Hunter.
Yeah, so I just want to say, like, so I was doing a tech scene a few hours ago when there's like 20 people on the server, and like we were breaching a building, and there were like patrol units going into the building, and I feel like that really shouldn't be happening. Like, I think it should be clear that patrol units shouldn't be breaching buildings with TAC units. Just like I point that out.
Well, he was going to bring that up. I was going to bring it up anyways. Patrol units, there's really no circumstances where you guys should even think about breaching a building unless you've had, like, every single TAC unit go inside and get absolutely demolished. Then it's on you guys to get the TAC units out and be the heroes for the day. There's no reason you guys should be running into a building, especially without vests. Whenever we have a scene, barricaded suspect, hostage situation, bank robbery, I want to see all of you guys wearing the vest that your department allows you to wear. Just because you're a probationer doesn't mean you can put on a plate carry. It's going to save your life. It's going to help us out. Next person's going to be Johnson or Dave. Go ahead.
Alright, so I were in the beginning of the prior when he barricaded himself in the house. The first time I believe we had, 6 units on scene, and this kind of brings up what you told earlier, because I saw TAC units setting up a perimeter, but patrol units doing a circle, like half a circle around the house, which should not be happening in the first place. But then when y'all breached, unit after unit got down, like, for example, that shouldn't be happening. I don't know how many officers that got down in there, but there were too many, and it should not be happening. If one officer is getting down, if you can, and if you're not risking your life, take him out, and then discuss how you're gonna get through. Don't just run one after one inside, because he's sitting there behind the corner and shooting you. You can't expect to just have a lucky shot and have him to have a miracle and miss you. Alright, that's pretty much it.
Go ahead, Expert.
He just talked about what I was going to talk about, so.
Russell?
Russell left.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Some one things while they're all going over that. One thing I wanted to go over was a few things that we've talked about. I'm pretty sure all your district commanders and your commanders have talked to you about it, and I just want to go over it. Make sure we've been noticing a lot of officers being shot at or different types on different 1011s. Let's make sure we're backing each other up. Call in for an additional support if you feel something is sketchy, or if you just want to have an additional support there, please call them in. Right now, there is a lot of high risk in officers getting shot during 1011s or getting hurt or in one way, shape, or form. Your safety is the top priority of the departments that you're in, and we want to make sure we held that standard accordingly. So please call up an additional if you need it. This is just something I'm going over to go over the daily assessment of every department. Another thing I would address is we have been noticing a lot of issues down Grove Street. I don't know about the other departments, but I feel the same way. For our CHP, you're to go with 2 people at a time. Double up if you need to. Do what you got to do, 10-12s, or do 2 separate patrol units. I just don't want one unit going down there at the same time, either in that area or around that area as well. As we're moving forward, please make sure we watch each other's back. Remember, like they were saying, we're all one big happy family. Even though we wear different color uniforms, even though we might wear the different badges, we're all still one family under one roof, all right?
Alright, so before I go back to you, expert, I see you want to have something to add. This is for TAC units. So TAC units, when you get to a scene, let's not just all of a sudden decide to breach, alright? So even TAC leads, let's set up a plan, be organized, set up a plan what we're going to do. If someone knows the structure of a building we're breaching, let's convey that information to other TAC units so everyone's aware what they're going into, what the structure of the building is. We don't need to just get on scene, start breaching, and everyone dies, right? Let's be more organized. Let's set up a plan what we're doing. Let's have TAC units at the back of the building, even if there's no door. Let's have TAC units surrounding the whole building. Let's have a sniper up when there's, because last scene there was like 15 TAC units at the front door, all aiming at the suspect. You could shoot one of your friends or other TAC members in the head of how you guys were handling the situation. I'm not saying everyone, I'm just stating it, right? So next time when you pull up on scene, let's have a plan set up. Let's have TAC units be on the back side of the building, on the front, on both sides. Let's set up a perimeter even within TAC, and then set a plan, and then we continue breaching, right? Not breaching right away, all right? We go back to Mr. Expert.
Alright. Russell brought up something that I realized has been happening a lot. BK99s. BK99 is the most important thing. I personally dropped 5 BK99s in one trial before, and not one person came out. We have to be paying attention to be on top of BK99s. That's the most important thing. Something else I want to add on. We had door locks and PD stations added for a reason. If we look right here, we have a random just waving at us. Let's make sure all PD station doors are locked at all times so we don't have trespassers or people trying to break prisoners out.